Welcome back to some more Turbo Attacks 2025. I'm Gaz here. I hope you're all having a great day today. In today's video, we're going to be opening up the Turbo Attacks 2025. What do they call this one? The Mega Multi-Pack. Now let's get straight inside and see exactly what we do get. So it does say it comes with 39 cards plus 2 limited editions to add to our collection, which is absolutely fantastic. And we need to be looking out for some cards just here, which is a Max Verstappen Orange, Lando Emerald, George Russell Emerald, Fernando Alonso Opal, and Yuki Tsunoda Opal. Oh no, I missed one. Alex Albon Opal as well. So how many packets do you get in here? I imagine it's, was it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on there? It could be 5, who knows? I'm sure we'll soon find out in a second, but this does retail at £9.99. The rest of the packet just says of the other things you can get, and I'm pretty sure we'll be opening some of these on the collection very soon. So if you do want to see that, then make sure you do hit that subscribe button. But in here, we are opening the Mega Multi-Pack with 2 limited editions and a very loud packet to get us started. And hopefully we can find some pretty awesome cards in here, and hopefully some that we haven't seen in the starter pack, which we did upload a couple of days ago. So I think that's everything. Everything's out of there. Nothing's left. Get that rubbish out of the way. What are you doing over here? Get out of here. Right. We also get a nice fancy piece of cardboard. Oh, that is going straight into the collection. Whew. That is a 10 out of 10, that is. Oh, it's not 5 packets. It's 3 packets. And 1 white packet, which I've got no idea what's inside that, but it is super thick. So, you know what? Chuck it up there, I'm going to leave it till the end. So 3 packets, the best thing to do is just get stuck in, get straight inside, and hopefully we do find something pretty cool. Actually, one thing we haven't looked at on the channel yet is the odds on here. So, which is the rarest one? 1 in 2.4 packets, it looks like. Oh no, what's that? 1 limited edition per 24 packets. So there is a chance of getting a limited edition inside of these packets too, which is pretty awesome. And that would be absolutely incredible if we do manage to find one. But what is it? 10 cards in here. Now let's see what we do get. We are going to be starting off this one with a Matthias Zagazzetta. That is a duplicate already, which we were off to a bad start, but it's okay. I'm sure we'll see many more duplicates in videos coming up. Next one is the Las Vegas Grand Prix. That's pretty cool. Oh, this is a new one. I've not seen one of these before. That is a Meme Mayhem. Look at that. Just an Incident by Charles Leclerc for Ferrari. I love that. That's pretty cool. You know what? That is my favourite card of today's video. And we've only opened up 3 cards. So you'll go, actually, you can come over to my little favourite pile over here. That's where I'm going to put my favourite ones. Then we also have a pole position of Pierre Gasly. We'll put that there. I don't really know how to organise these on the table just yet, but I'm sure we will soon find out. This is a Hero of Arvid Lindblad for the F2. We'll chuck you there. Then we also have a Williams Racing of Carlos Sainz and Albon, which is pretty cool. Oh, look at that. Look at the shine on that for Mercedes. I love that. That's absolutely fantastic. You know what? You have earned yourself a little spot next to Charles Leclerc over there. And who we got here? We have F3 of Tim Tramnitz for Red Bull. That's pretty cool. Stars of Tomorrow. So that is the up-and-coming racers coming through the system right now. So you can go there. Would you look at that? Supernova of Max Verstappen. You know what? That looks absolutely fantastic. He's not my favourite driver of them all, but that is an absolutely fantastic piece of cardboard. That is, you know what? I really do like that. That is pretty awesome. Supernova. And then finally, we also have a Mercedes of Mr. George Russell. Would you look at that? Of Podium Power. That is awesome. You know what? We're going to chuck you there because that is a pretty awesome card. I love the shine behind that one. And that George Russell there, like I've just said, inside of our first packet. You know what? That wasn't a bad first packet, to be honest. We got some pretty awesome cards. And let's just hope we can carry on with that look and see who we get in here. So we are starting off with the Japanese Grand Prix, a strategy card, a Rainmaster of Pierre Gasly, a Rainmaster of Lewis Hamilton. Oh, I'm spoiling things now. A Sebastian Montoya. That's pretty cool for the F2. Look at that. Lando Norris Victory Lap for the Singapore Grand Prix 2024. That all rhymed, and I absolutely love it. We're going to chuck you there. Oh, George Russell here with a nice horizontal card. In Canada, Pips Verstappen to dead heat pole position. First time since Jerez in 1997. Card number 102. That is pretty awesome. Oh, would you look at that. The legend himself, the icon of the grid. That is Michael Schumacher. Card number 304. And it does say legend up there as well. You know what? He is a legend. And I hope he is doing well right now. Because obviously, he had that accident. And we haven't exactly seen him since then. So I hope he is doing well. But there we go. That is Michael Schumacher. Next one is the Oliver Behrman for the Topps Award card. You know, I haven't seen one of these yet, but that looks pretty cool. I do like to see that. And then the one at the back is Lando Norris himself. 2024 podiums, 13 of them. What an absolute goat. There he is, Mr. Lando Norris. We'll chuck you there because I do like that card. Oh, we've got one more pack left. I thought we was done then. I was going to move on to the white one, but we do have one left, which is fantastic. So hopefully we can find some more awesome cards because you know what? These are absolutely fantastic. We are starting off with team principal of Christian Horner, who is, well, he's no longer the team principal anymore. So we'll do that. We're going to put that there. Then we also have a Wharton, a Trapnan, and a Van Hopen as a nice little trio card. And peeking behind is Charles Leclerc. The track is like Mario Kart. Things you love to see. And that is a public service announcement. That is over the team radio that you do hear on the TV. That is pretty cool. Liam Lawson right there for the RBs, the Racing Bulls. Then this one is a Richard Vershaw for the F2. That is a new and up-and-coming driver. Oh, then we have the Haas car, the Haas MoneyGram car. Right there, that's pretty cool. Like that one. Oh, 2024 champion of Leonardo Fenaroli. That's pretty cool. Is his team Rident or is that his sponsor? I don't know, but that's pretty cool. I like that card. You know what? I like it that much. You're coming over to here. Oh, look at that. The Aston Martin. Nice team badge there. That's pretty cool. Like that one. And then we also have a Supernova of Lando Norris. Look how cool that card is there. You know what? You know where he's going. Straight over here. Oh, we have our first 100 club. You know what? I didn't even know 100 clubs are in here, but we have our first 100 club, and that looks absolutely fantastic. The legend himself, Mika Häkkinen. Look at that. Mika, you are legend of the game and legend of the legends pile over here. And you're a 100 club, so you know what? You get your own little special pile up there. 100 club. Who would have thought it? We've already got one inside of the collection. Absolutely fantastic. And the white packet, the mystery white packet, which I have no idea what's inside of here. Probably our limited edition, let's be honest. And we're going to start off with the strategy card. I feel like we've had this one about 6 times already. But yeah, it's a strategy card, and it is card number 3. Definitely have that one already. And then moving on, we have Wurz, Kamara, and Stromstead as a nice trident. Then moving on to Charles Leclerc for the Ferraris. That's pretty nice horizontal card there. Spin them around for the team principal of Andy Cowell for Aston Martin. Love to see it. Next card in here is for the F2, and it is Richard Vershaw. Very nice. George Russell hero card. Like to see that one. For Mercedes right there. Then we also have a Max Verstappen Topps Awards card. That's pretty cool. Like that one. Could have done with a little bit of a smile on his face, but you know what? It's a nice card either way. Oh, look at that. That's a new one. That is the F2 Championship card. So 18 drivers, I can't quite read it. 18 drivers won an F2 sprint or feature race in 2024. That is pretty awesome. Pretty good going to all those races out there. And then the next card is it a Supernova? Oh no, it's a limited edition. And it's going to be a Yuki Tsunoda Opal card. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure it said on the back of the packet there's something to do with Opal. I'll have to double check that in a second. And then we also have an Alex Albon Opal card as well. Oh, there's one more card behind, which is a Charles Leclerc Podium Power. That's pretty cool. What I'm going to do, quickly check the back of that packet, see what it says. Right, got the packet here. It says, look out for these cards. Verstappen, Lando, George, Fernando, Alex Albon, and Yuki Tsunoda. And we managed to get Alex Albon and Yuki Tsunoda inside of here. They're the new chase cards, and we've managed to get 2 of them already, which is kind of crazy. So there we are. That was the mega multi-pack for the Turbo Attacks Formula 1 collection. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you guys are doing like collecting this, let me know down in the comments section below, because this here is an absolutely incredible collection. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, leave all your thoughts down in the comments section below, and I hope to see you all in the next Turbo Attacks video.